Hey, hi all. Good morning. So, welcome to this SQL training course session. So, today is the demo session. I'm very sorry it was supposed to start yesterday on 27th June, but I was having some personal commitments, so that's why we have rescheduled it to today. So, and this is I'll be your trainer, Mohammed Tanvir Khan. So, I have around 14 years of experience in working in data analytics area with expertise on SQL, Python, and ETL, Unix shell scripting. So this is a syllabus which will be going to cover, and of course, this will start from scratch. There is no prerequisite. If you're thinking you're from non-technical background, that is fine. No prerequisite is needed in this course. So it will be Monday to Friday, and it has been mentioned here, morning 7 to 9 a.m. IST. And this will be for 4 to 5 weeks, approx 45 to 50 hours. Session is purely interactive. You have full freedom to ask question at any point of time. Once the session will be over at 9, we'll be sharing with you the recording, assignments, and the classroom notes. Okay. Let me show you one example how we share all these things. Just a minute. All right. Let me show you for the previous batch. And let me know once my screen is visible. So you could see this is a Graphy platform on which we take classes. It will tell you how to register on all the other steps. I'm just showing you for the previous batches 23. So you could see like 23rd May we have taken the demo session. Then 27th May we have covered order by. So you will get means what are topics we have covered on each and every day. And then the classroom notes will be present here. And the assignments, whatever we have, you can download the assignments from here. Okay, and then you have the solution. Solution you cannot download, but the assignment you can download. Earlier, we used to share only assignment questions, but then the students, the learners, they started asking for the solution as well. So now we are sharing questions as well as solution. But solution you cannot download, you can refer. Like suppose that this is the question, this is the solution, you can refer the solution. So after each and every class, we'll be sharing you. The recording will be shared. This is the recording. And then here the whatever will be covered in the class, everything will be shared with you. Then we will share the assignments, solution of it, and then the Excel workbook. Excel workbook means, let me show you this, like how we cover each and every, suppose if I am teaching you anything, any particular topic, so how internally it is getting executed by the SQL engine. So we will share this as well, and what all course will be covering during the class. Each and everything will be covered from the engine perspective. Engine perspective means internally how the engine is executing it. It's not like I will directly write a query and I will show you this is the output. You have to understand how internally it is getting executed. Then only you can write the complex SQL queries which is needed for data analyst or data engineering job profile. Okay. Do you have any questions so far? Anyone? No question. Okay, fine. Let me mute all everyone. Okay, fine. So this is about the format, how I used to take the class. So similarly, you can see on 28th May, I have covered this topic, then the solution assignment workbook 30th May. So day wise, you can get all this documents. Okay. Now coming to the syllabus. So this is the syllabus. These all things will start from scratch, and then you could see like we have aggregate functions, and this logical operators, constraints. This we are grouped by and all these clauses to filter the data, to group the data. There's all set operators, independent query, correlated query, which comes under subquery, very important part, and different type of joins, and then the window function. And these are the few miscellaneous topics. Apart from this, I have a set of this conceptual questions, which are generally asked in the interview. And this we have added three more questions. So now you have approx 39 to 40 questions, which will be covered during this course. So this was all about the course. Do you have any question, anyone? Yes, no. Please make the session interactive. If you have any question,
No,
please
sir.
ask.
No,
No
sir.
question.
No, sir.
Great.
No, we are good, super.
Good so far. Okay. Now, let me show you the target audience. Because we are starting from scratch, no prerequisite is needed for this course. So even if you are a student, you can join this. I have few participants who are yet to join their college. They have just graduated. Means they have just cleared 12th standard, so they can also attend. If you are from non-technical background, you can also join this course. And if you're working in data analyst or if you're preparing for data analyst role or data engineering role, SQL developer. This is also known as ETL developer. Then you have ETL or database tester, or even the business analyst or business intelligence job profile. Business intelligence means your Power BI or Tableau. So all these job profiles, SQL is a bread and butter. Or if you want, you can check on Naukri.com or any other portal. You will find that SQL is very much required in these job profiles. Okay. So this course will help you if you're preparing for this interviews. And then down the line, if you're going for data science, AI, ML, so SQL is very much important. I hope you all know this. So these are the target audience. Now I have a question for you. What is your expectation from this course? Can anyone tell me why you want to join this course? What is your expectation? Come on, guys. I don't want this participant. You're not speaking anything. I know you must be having some expectations, right? That's why you're here.
To be able to clear interviews for product-based companies.
Crack interview, right? Okay,
Yes.
good.
Same for me as well. To
Okay,
crack,
perfect.
to be able to solve the real time based scenarios questions.
Okay, okay. Crack interview, real time scenario questions. Okay. Any other
Look,
expectation?
looking to create a good data analyst profile. So maybe
Good data invest profile. Okay, thank you. Any other? Come on, guys, speak up.
Well, want to get into a data analyst.
Okay, Chika, I think I have covered the same point here. You want to get into data analyst job profile. Okay.
Mhm.
Any other?
To understand the flow of how the query works inside.
Great. This is great. To understand how the SQL engine executes query. Actually, this is the main thing. This is the main thing. If you will understand how your queries is getting executed, how you're writing that query, then all those things are simple here. You can do all those things. So this is the main thing, okay, that how each and every keyword is getting executed. If you're writing a join query, how it is getting executed. If you understand that, then you'll be able to write any SQL queries, and then you can crack any interview, right? But that should be the main focus. But fine. Any other expectation? Why you want to join this
Oh,
course?
we can minimize the query runtime while
Ah,
learning
good. Performance, right?
performance. Yes.
Performance tuning. Okay, good. Performance is an important aspect these days because we're dealing with millions of records. Good point. Any other? Naveen sir, your expectation?
Sir, I want to be regular in my practice, sir, so that's why I've joined here.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Learning practice. Okay. Good. Anyone else? Okay, perfect. See, crack interview, I can give you guarantee for this. Okay. That what all I am covering during this course, 45 to 50 hours, and if you're attending the classes regularly, and it will not happen. I'm very straightforward here. Because in the beginning, you'll be having full energy, you all will attend class. The same thing happens in each and every batch. And then slowly the attendance will keep on decreasing. Okay. But if anyone is attending the classes regularly from beginning till end, occasionally it can happen, yeah, one or two classes you miss because of some personal commitment, that is fine. And because of that only we are sharing the recording, and that is lifetime access. So I can give you guarantee you will be in a position within 1 or 2 weeks. You will think yourself, yeah, now I'm getting some confidence. Okay. Because we are taking 45 to 50 hours, and we get same question from many participants that with some trainers can complete in 20 hours. We are taking 45 to 50 hours. It is because we understand the concepts from the Indian perspective, which takes time. That is the guarantee I can give you. Just be with me for the next 1 month, and then you tell me how you're feeling in SQL. And SQL is a bread and butter, guys. You go for any job profile these days, especially this one. You cannot move by an inch without SQL. Those who are the experienced folks here who are already working in a project, I think you all will agree with me, right? So our course will help you to crack interview. That guarantee I can give you. Highest package so far is 78 LPA. Second highest is 50 LPA. Okay, and all the participants, they have given their experiences and all these things, how they have cracked. All these are genuine numbers, right? So we can give you guarantee for this real-time scenario questions. So as I told, I have 14 years of experience working in the data analyst project. So what all I'll be covering during this course, I'll be putting the real-time examples in which I have worked. Then I'll be covering the misconceptions in SQL. Okay. And then the interview questions which I used to ask. So and the set of questions which I have shared here. Okay. If anyone already knows SQL, if you're working, you can go through this question and check yourself how many of these questions you know. These are very conceptual questions, not the straightforward questions. Okay. Good data analyst profile. So we have started, we have scheduled a 3 hours workshop, I think last week. So even if you're from non-technical background and you don't know what happens in a data analyst profile, so in that workshop, you will understand that, okay, the end to end, once the entire course is completed, then we will schedule a workshop for you. Okay, then you will understand end to end how it works and all those things. But for that workshop, we charge separately just 300 rupees. That is on a volunteer basis. If you're interested, you can join. If you're not interested, your wish. Now, each and everything will be explained from the Indian perspective. Okay. And performance tuning, yes, performance tuning is not a separate topic. So that is why you will not see any content header here based on the performance tuning. The reason is each and every concept what I'll be covering. At the same time, I'll be covering the performance tuning aspect as well, wherever it applies. Okay. So suppose if I'm teaching you subquery and CT, and then I will explain you that which one is better from performance perspective. If you cannot use subquery from performance perspective, why you should not use it? Like if I'm teaching you correlated query, and if I'm telling it's not good from performance perspective, then why, right? You must know the reasons that why it is happening, why you're getting this data, how this query is getting executed. Regular in practice. So of course, during this course, we'll be sharing with you almost 200 to 250 assignment questions. Okay, so on a daily basis, approx 10 questions will be shared. So after the class, we have to work on it. And next day, we'll be discussing the assignment questions. I'll be asking means if you have any doubt, you can ask the questions, and we'll be discussing that during the class. Even if the course is over, and if you're getting struck, you can ask question in the group. We have a dedicated alumni group. There as well, you can post your questions. So it's not like the course is over, the interaction is over. No, at any point of time, even if the course is over, if you're getting struck, you can post the question and you can ask. Okay. So this is the format how we take class. Now, any question from the timing perspective or the format or any other question if you have, anyone?
Okay.
No, sir.
No question. Okay. Now, there are different databases where you can run your SQL queries. First one is Oracle SQL Developer. I know many of you might know all those things, but because we have mixed set of participants, so that's why I'm starting from scratch. Then you have Microsoft SQL Server. It is also known as just SQL Server in short form. Then you have MySQL. Then you have Postgres. Then you have Netezza. Then you have Teradata. Then you have Snowflake. Many other databases are there, but these are the common ones. Okay. So generally, those who are very new to this world of IT industry or the database, they get confused here with Tanvir on which you will be teaching. See, I'll be teaching you generic SQL. Generic SQL means the SQL which can be executed on any of this platform. Just before this class, I was taking class for the US folks. So they have asked me to take classes on this SQL server. So from them, I take classes on the SQL server. But generally, I used to take class on Oracle platform. So, but whatever I'll be covering, I'm repeating it. You can execute query anywhere. Suppose in the class I'm teaching on Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server, and in project you are working on a Snowflake. So please don't get confused. Hey Tanvir, you are teaching on Oracle here. In my project where we are working on Snowflake. So can I execute the queries? Yes, 100% guarantee I'm giving you. So you can execute on Snowflake or any other database. Generally, this Postgres is again, in most of the companies, they're using Postgres because this is open source. Okay. So again, don't get confused. Tanvir, in my project, we're working on Postgres. You're teaching on Oracle. So I'm repeating, whatever I'll be covering you or teaching you, each and every query you can execute on any of this platform. Okay. So don't get confused here. Exactly same way, if you know how to learn how to ride a car, you can ride any car, whether it is of Tata, Hyundai, BMW, whatever it may be, right? Concept is same, accelerator, brake, clutch. So same way, you can execute on any database. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fine, perfect. Is the session getting recorded? Yes, it's getting recorded. Sometime I forgot to record the session. So this was about it, and how to download it, we will tell you. Now, you might be thinking, Tanvir, I don't have personal laptop. I'm working on official laptop. So of course, in your official laptop, they will not allow you to download because you could see here this Oracle. I have downloaded it. This Microsoft SQL Server, I have downloaded it, right? But if you're working in your official laptop, they will not allow you to download. So in that case, we have an open source Oracle Live SQL. So I will recommend everyone to practice on this. The benefit of this is browser based. Let me show you this. So just type here Oracle Live SQL and don't make a note of anything, guys. Please just focus on the lecture because whatever the code or whatever I'll be covering, everything will be shared after the class. We will share each and everything. Okay. And the session is getting recorded. So it will be uploaded as well. But today's is a demo session. So we will upload it on YouTube. Okay. And it will be given public access. But from the next class onwards, it will be on our Graphy platform. So you have to type Oracle Live SQL. It's very simple. Then click on this first link, Oracle Live SQL. So this platform is provided by the Oracle company so that those who are new to the world of database or SQL, they can practice it. Then you have to click on the start coding. And then because you are the first time user, you have to create accounts. So you have to click on create account. You have to fill in details here. The email address should be the active one because you'll be getting a notification there. You have to set your password, retype the password. You have to set your country. After this, name, job title, work phone, company name, address, These all are dummy. Dummy means you can give any value. They're not going to validate it. You can write any job title. You can write any work phone. You can write any company. Okay. Then you have to select your city, postal code, and all those things. So you have to create account. So once you will create account, you will get a notification on your email. You have to approve it. That's all. And then your account will be created. Once your account is created, then you have to sign in with the same email ID. Is this clear? I hope it is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So then you can sign in. And this is the platform where you can practice. I will highly recommend everyone to use this one because it is very simple. Okay, even if you're in office and you have some free time, so this is browser based. Anytime you can log in and you can start practicing, right? But the problem with this is you have to download it. Problem with the SQL Server is you have to download it. So the database part is clear, and how to download it. If you're interested, Tanvir, I want to download it. I will share the link. It's on our YouTube channel. You can download it. But if you're trying to download Oracle, it's very tedious. Very, very, very tedious. Why I'm telling it's tedious? Even if you will miss a single step, it will fail. And if you will think that, okay, it will fail, I will uninstall and I will install again. So many instances I have seen where you will try to uninstall and install again, it will not work. Okay, it's not that much straightforward. The installation of Oracle is complicated. So in your group, I will share the link. So go through the link and try to follow each and every step. If you think you have missed any step, then repeat that step. Or my recommendation is go through the entire recording and then try to install it. Because if you miss any step and then you will run the package, it will fail. And after that, you will not be able to uninstall. Okay, because many participants, they have raised this concern. And the worst case scenario, you have to change the operating system. You have to reinstall the operating system, then it will work. So be careful. Okay, that's it. Now, do you have any question, anyone? Yes, no,
sir.
shall I start?
No, sir.
No question? Okay. So let me create a folder for your batch, 624. This is the workbook. Okay, can anyone tell me why SQL? Why this isn't demand like anything in IT industry? Why? Any idea? And since how long it is in IT industry, SQL language? Okay.
It makes
Hmm.
our job easier or simplified,
Okay.
like where we deal with the data,
Hmm.
where we have millions of
Okay.
lines or data.
Fine. Any other thought? Okay. See, currently we are living in a era where data is everything, right? You take the example of your social media account. Can you imagine the data which the social media platforms are generating? Maybe your Instagram, your Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube. Can you imagine the amount of data, the volume of data they are generating? Or let's take the example of any e-commerce platform, Amazon, Flipkart, or any other e-commerce platform. Can you imagine the number of transactions happening on their platform? And consider the special scenario when you have festive season like Diwali and other festivals. So again, the transactions are like anything, right? Now the business stakeholders, they have to understand the business. So to understand the business, they have to understand the data, right? Then only they can understand how the business is performing. Like suppose the stakeholders of Amazon, they want to know like what was the total revenue in the first quarter of 2024. So for that, they need the entire transaction which has happened in the first quarter of 2024, right? Then only they can extract the total revenue or profit or loss or the taxes, whatever they have paid, right? And all this task can be done very easily with the help of SQL, also known as SQL, which stands for Structured Query Language. So SQL language will help you to store your business data, to manipulate data, to extract the meaningful information which you want from data. So that is the reason SQL is in huge demand these days in IT industry. Got it? Now the question is, how with the help of SQL you can store data, you can manipulate data, you can process data, you can extract data. That is what we are going to cover in this course. Okay? At least I think you got a fair idea that why SQL. Fine.
Yes.
Now, as usual, I will take an example. I want to take some different example this time in your batch. Take the example of Amazon table. Suppose I have an Amazon table. Okay. Before that, you might be thinking, what is a table? So a table is something where we can store data. Okay. Like if you want to stay somewhere, you need a house, correct? Similarly, to store data, we need a table. So that is known as table. And the name of table can be anything. It is purely your wish. Suppose I have an Amazon table here. And in this table, suppose I want to store a column which is department. This is coming up just a minute. So this is department. This is known as a column. So, and then suppose the column department and the it is having the value clothes. Okay. So it means in this, we have this column clothes. So now here I can store some values. Then suppose the next is next is suppose year. This is 2024. Okay. And the next is quarter. And this is quarter one. And this is suppose revenue. Revenue is 300, 3,000. So here I'm taking a very simple example, and suppose let me add location as well. This is of Bangalore. So here these are known as columns. Okay, these are known as columns. So here, how many columns we have? You want me to zoom this? I
Yes,
hope
sir.
it is visible now.
Yes.
Okay. So here I have this department, year, quarter, revenue, location. These are known as columns. I hope it is clear.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
How many columns do we have in this Amazon table?
Right.
5 columns.
5 column.
Now, do you think we have any restriction on the number of columns in a table? No.
No.
You can create a table with any number of columns. There is no restriction. You can create a table even with a single column. That is also allowed. You can create a table with 100 columns. That is also allowed. It totally depends on the business requirement. Okay. Here I have 5 columns. You can have 10 columns. You can have 50 columns, any number of columns. Okay. Then you might be thinking, okay, fine, Tanvir, I have this 5 columns. I have created this table. I will show you how to create table and all those things. Then you might be thinking, Tanvir, suppose I created this table. I stored data, and then at a later point of time, the business stakeholders or the manager, they told me to add a new column. Suppose they want to add here column tax column. Is that possible? Yes, it's possible. At a later point of time, if you want to add a new column, you can add it. That is allowed. We'll discuss at a later point of time that how you can do it. So far, any question?
No.
no, sir.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
No
Now
question.
this, okay, good. This is known as record. This is first record. First record. Close 2024, quarter one, 3000 Bangalore. This is known as record. Now there is a confusion. Many times candidates, they get confused between record and data. This is known as one record because this is giving you complete information that in the close department 2024 year first quarter from Bangalore location, we have 3000 revenue, right? This is known as data. 2024 is one data, 3000 is one data, Bangalore is a data, close is a data. So in this Amazon table, which have these columns, how many record we have as of now? Only one.
Fine.
Only one record. Similarly, if you want to store any other record, suppose this is for Delhi location, and let's say this is 4000. So now this is second record. So now how many records we have? We have two records. Similarly, if you want to add few more records, suppose this is Chennai, and this is Pune. Yeah, let me. Okay. Just a very simple data I have taken so far. Okay, and please don't make a note of all those things. Everything will be shared with you. Okay, just listen to my lecture, what I am giving to you. So this is the Amazon table. These are the columns, and this is record. How many records you have now in this Amazon table?
5
Five records.
records.
Oh, you have four records.
Four
This
records.
is not a record. This is a column. Okay, this is not
Yes,
considered as record.
Yes.
This is a column.
Four
Records
records.
will, good. Records will start from here. This is first record, second record, third record, and fourth record. So as of now in this Amazon table, we have four records. Okay. I'm giving you the example of Amazon. Generally, I used to give the example of employee table in each and every batch. The first time in your batch, I'm giving the example of Amazon table. I thought because Amazon is something where I think each one of us has done some transaction, right? So we are familiar with it. So here we have four records, but do you think we have any limitation on the number of records in a table?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
No
Sir.
restrictions. You can have even 10 million records in a table, 100 million records in a table. There is no restriction. Okay. There are few challenges if you have to store 100 or 200 million records. That's a different topic of discussion. But the answer is yes, you can store any number of records in a table. So any questions so far?
No, sir.
No
All
question.
clear.
No.
All clear.
Okay, all
No.
clear, good. Now, this is the Oracle platform. Okay. And please don't ask question as of now. Okay, what are the different options we have here? What are these different options? What is on the left side? Okay, everything will be covered one by one. Okay. So first of all, I will show you, and suppose whatever code I will show you, I will write here. If you're working on Oracle Live SQL, this one which I have shown you in the beginning, you can execute the same thing here, and I will show you that. Okay. But again, I'm repeating, guys, please, at least for the first week, I will recommend everyone to practice on this platform, Oracle Live SQL, because this is very simple. Otherwise, what will happen if you will try to install this, if the installation will fail or you have to struggle, then you will get frustrated. Sometimes it happens. So for the initial first week, practice on this platform. Okay. Or let me practice here only. So first of all, we have to create an, just a minute. First of all, we have to create an Amazon table. So I will show you how to create a table. So whenever you have to create a table, you have to write create. And this is a reserved keyword. We have two types of keywords, reserved keywords and user defined keywords. Okay. Is the font visible clearly, or you want me to zoom this?
Yes, sir.
Leave
Zoom
zone.
it. I hope it is clear now.
Yes, clear.
Okay. So we have two types of keywords, reserved keywords and user-defined keywords. Reserved keywords are those keywords which SQL engine has a special meaning. A special meaning means you will write it and SQL engine will understand what to do. Like here I have written create. So the SQL engine will understand that, oh, Tanvir wants to create something. So what we want to create here? Table, right? So you have to write table. So then the engine will understand that, oh, Tanvir wants to create a table. Then you have to give the name of the table. So I want to create a table with the name Amazon. So I have to write the name of the table. So from these three words, the engine will understand that, oh, Tanvir wants to create a table with the name Amazon, and maybe he wants to save some data in it, right? So now here, create is a reserved keyword because the moment you will write create, engine will understand that, oh, Tanvir wants to create a table. Now, please don't get confused here, Tanvir, you have written this in lowercase, that is a small letter. This table is also in a small letter. So in SQL, you have this freedom. You write the reserved keywords or the user-defined keywords in lowercase, that is the small letter, or the uppercase, that is the capital letter. They all are one and the same. There'll be no issue. The data is case sensitive, so I will come to that and we'll discuss it. But so far, just let's make it clear that this create, which I have written, you have full freedom. You can write this in lowercase, you can write it in uppercase, any case. Similarly, this Amazon is a user-defined keyword. Why I'm telling user-defined? Because here I'm a user. Tanvir is the user here. So Tanvir has freedom to create a table with any name. There are a few restrictions which we will discuss, but as of now, just understand that you can create a table with any name. So is this clear so far? Any question?
All clear, sir.
All clear? Great. Okay.
Yes.
Now here, suppose you want to construct a house. So you will plan, know that in that house, how many, just a minute, how many bedrooms you want, then the size of balcony, then the size of dining room, right? And all those things, right? So similarly, when you're creating a table, then you have to mention the columns which you want. So like here, what are columns we have? We have department, we have year, quarter, revenue, and location. So you have to mention, okay, in this table, I want these columns. Is this clear? And this has to be separated by comma. Let me give comma here. Let me not write here, I will write here transaction here. Okay. So I have mentioned within parentheses that these are the columns I want in this table. So the SQL engine will understand that, oh, Tanvir wants to create an Amazon table where he wants these columns, department, transaction year, quarter, revenue, and location. Then after that, you have to mention that what type of data you want to store in this column. So it's mandatory. I can agree those who are from the Python background, it's not mandatory there in Python, but in SQL, it is mandatory. Like in department, what you are storing here in department? You're storing characters, alphabets, right? So whenever you have to store characters or alphabets, you have to write it as varchar, and let's say 50. You might be thinking, what is this varchar? Why you have written 50? So we will discuss this in detail at a later point of time. But for the time being, just understand that in a column, if you have to store alphabets or characters, so you have to write varchar 50. This is known as data type. So we'll be having a separate discussion about data type. So varchar 50 is one of the data type. It stands for variable character. And if I have written 50, it means it can store maximum 50 characters. Like if I'm talking about Amazon, how many characters it has?
6.
6.
6 characters, right? A is one character, M is another character, A is another character, Z is another character. So if I've written varchar 50, it means the values which you will store in this department column, it can store maximum 50 characters. Then you might be thinking, Ketanveer, suppose if I have a department which has more than 50 characters, then what will happen? I will show you that what will happen. Then transaction year. So if you see here, this transaction year has numbers, right? So whenever you want to store numbers or integers, so you have to mark it as int. int stands for integer. It means you are telling to the SQL engine that I want to store number in this column, number or integer in this column. So it will store number or integer. So similarly for each and every column, you have to mention their data type so that the SQL engine will understand that what type of data you want to store. It's exactly same when you're organizing a party. You have to understand the taste of your guest. You cannot just do arrangement means for non-veg for everyone. You have to take care of it, means how many of them prefer veg, how many of them prefer non-veg, right? Similarly, quarter. So where is that? For quarter, it has alphabets Q as well as number 1, right? And it can be quarter 2, quarter 3, anything. So whenever you have this requirement that you have alphabets as well as numbers, which is known as alphanumeric, so in those cases as well, you have to use varchar 50. Don't get confused here, please. I repeat, whenever you have to store alphanumeric means alphabets as well as numbers. A very good example is your PAN card number. You check your PAN card number, it's alphanumeric, right? It has alphabets as well as numbers. Or your passport number, correct?
Yes,
That's
yes.
also alphanumeric. It has, you're telling something?
No, I was telling
Well,
yes, yes.
Correct.
I have one question here.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I want to know about varchar. Varchar means it's like alpha and numeric, right? Both we can write the al alphabetical and numbers as well, right?
Correct.
What about
So,
only char? Char means only alphabetical, right?
yeah. So here I have explained you that in the department column, if you see here, in this department column, you have only alphabets, right? So when you have to store only alphabets, you have to, one minute, let me write it here. Only alphabets, you have to use varchar, and then you can use char as well. So I'm not discussing about char as of now. Let's focus about varchar. And if you have only numbers or integers, then you have to write int. Okay. If you have alphanumeric means you have alphabets as well as number. And this is the example, this one. This has alphabet Q as well as number 1. And I told you that the example is your PAN card. Suppose you have something in your PAN card. The check PAN card number will be something like this, right? You have alphabets as well as numbers. So the business cases where you have to store alphabets as well as numbers. So in those cases as well, you have to use varchar. Now is this clear?
Yes,
Got it?
yes, yes.
Okay. So that's what I'm telling in this quarter column. We will mark it as varchar. That's what I've written, varchar 50. Now, what about revenue? What should be the data type of revenue?
Integer, digits.
Integer.
Integer, good. You could see it has numbers or integers. So you have to mark it as integer. Write integer, I integer. What about location?
Varchar 50.
Varchar.
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 Okay, very good. So I hope so far you all have understood.
Yes.
But listen, I am not telling okay, data type discussion is over. We have only varchar and integer. No, I'm not discussing about data type as of now. Maybe we'll discuss at a later point of time. Data type, we have character, we have date time, we have number, we have float, we have decimal, we have timestamp. So I'm not discussing that as of now. I am just discussing about varchar and integer because this is required as of now. Okay, but then we will discuss in detail about all those things, different data types. Then you have to put semicolon at the end. Now select it. And after selecting, you could see one green color red run button here, no? You click on it. So you could see the message here, table is created. It means this table has been created in the database. So far, hope you all understood how to create the table.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good.
Well,
Now
I,
suppose, yeah,
yeah, well, I do not see that button where to click on it.
here you could see on the right side, no, this
Okay,
red green color
Okay.
run button is there.
Okay, got it.
Click on it. And if anyone is practicing on this Oracle platform, I will show you here as well. Let me copy this code. See, same code I will copy and I will run here. Okay, it will work here as well. I will write Amazon 1 here. The reason is already I have an Amazon table in the database. Let me show that. Just a minute. Already this table is there. Okay. So you cannot create two tables with the same name. So that is why I have written Amazon 1 here. The same query I will execute. Table name is already user existing object. 1 minute. Amazon 2
You can give it Flipkart.
Flipkart with this. Okay, that's good. Just the table Amazon 2 is created. Same script I have written. Okay. Actually, the concept is you cannot create two tables with the same name. Already I have created an Amazon table. That's why I have written here Amazon 2. So now this table is created. So what I want to prove here, okay, whatever code I'll be executing here on this Oracle Live SQL, or you execute here, it will work. Or you execute the same code on the SQL server, even it will work here as well. Okay. Slight differences are there, hardly 1%, which I will cover. I will tell you. Okay. So any questions so far? Is this clear?
yes, it's
Yes.
clear.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Now you might be thinking, okay, fine, Tanvir, you have created this Amazon table, you have shown the structure, that is fine, but can you show the structure of this table it has, if it has been created in the database, or we trust that this table has been created? So if you want to check the structure, we have this DESC command. DESC stands for describe. Okay. So then you have to write describe table Amazon. Amazon does not exist. Written right now. It's not table Amazon.
Amazon 2 is
No, no, what was it? एक minute. Describe table Amazon. Does not exist.
Do we have to save and run maybe?
No, no, no. It works. The table it is not accepting anyway.
No, it's just
So you could see now that we have this Amazon table and it is showing me the structure. So the first column was department. So you have this department here. Type means data type. So you see it was varchar 50. So you have here varchar 50. Now again, please don't get confused and why this 2 is coming. Actually, in Oracle, this varchar is internally converted in varchar 2, and this you will see in Oracle only. But don't get confused with all these things. This is the internal working of Oracle. So whenever I will write varchar, it will take it as varchar 2. Then you might be thinking, okay, Tanvir, can I directly write varchar 2 here? Yes, you can write here as well varchar 2. But why I don't cover this? Because if you write varchar 2 no, and suppose you are practicing on SQL Server, or you're practicing on Postgres, or you're practicing on Snowflake, so they don't accept this varchar 2. They will accept varchar. So that is why I covered varchar, so that if you're practicing on any other platform, you should not get confused. Okay, clear? Hai? Now, the
Yes.
transaction here, you could see the data type as number. So either you can use int, integer, or you can use number. They both are one and the same. If you guys want, after the class, you can try this out. You'll get the same output. So don't get confused here. Tanvir, you have written int, it is displaying as number. They both are same. Okay. Then you have quarter, revenue, and location. So whatever columns we have mentioned here, you have each and every column, no? And with the same sequence. So you have created department first, you have department here. Then you have transaction here, then you have transaction here. Then you have quarter, then you have quarter and all these things. Then you might be thinking, what is this null? What is this question mark? Why it is blank? So we'll discuss at a later point of time about it. But so far, is this clear? Have you understood?
Yes, Tanvir. Whereas in the original table we have 5 columns, but here only we have 2 columns, right? Under
No,
described table.
no. See. Original table, you are correct. We have 5 columns. Department is one column. Transaction here is another column. Quarter is another column. So this describe Amazon is showing me the structure. Okay, Tanvir, in this Amazon table, you have this columns. Department is one column. Transaction here is another column. Quarter is another column, right? It is giving me that information. Got it?
Okay, got it.
Okay, yeah. So it is the way, it is how it is presenting this to me. Okay. So
Just
far,
one
I hope
question
it
here,
is.
Tanvi.
Yeah, tell me.
Here we can see result is coming out in vertical, and when
Ah,
we work on Excel, like the columns we created there were there in horizontal. So
see, same thing
how
I'm
to?
telling. Same thing I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling. Here, this is a table. Okay. In this table, you are storing this data. And this is showing you the structure. It is just proving you that yes, this table has been created and it has this columns. It is just, I'm just proving here. Okay, in this table, Amazon, you have these columns and these are the data types. This is a separate table. This is a separate. This table is giving information about this table.
So we can
Not
relate
clear.
like this is the output which is selected, and the other one is the structure of
Correct.
SQL,
This is
which
the
is
structure of this table. Yes. Okay. Okay. So same way I have shown you here. Now I will show you each and everything here because here we have a big area to practice and I can zoom this as well. I think it is zoomed already. Okay, click on. Now you created the table. What next you will do after that? You have to store the data, right? You've constructed a
Yes.
house. Then what you will do next? You will stay there, right? So similarly, you created this Amazon 2 table. Now the next is to store data. So even when you want to store data, you have to write insert into and then the table name. So in ठीक है इसको Flipkart ही कर देते हैं. Let me keep it Flipkart. Okay, this is a Flipkart table. Okay. So insert into Flipkart values, which means now I want to insert some values in this Flipkart table. So what is the first value? Department is close. So I'll write here close. Now, one important point. The columns which has var char data type, and if you're storing a value, that must be present within quotes. So you could see this clause, I have kept it within inverted quotes now. So it is mandatory. If you will not keep it within inverted quotes, it will throw error message. I will show you that. Then the next is transaction year. The transaction year is 2024. Then you have to write 2024. Then the next is quarter. Quarter is Q1. That is again varchar. So you have to keep it within quotes. So this will be Q1. Then the next is revenue. Revenue is 3,000. So you have to write 3,000. And the next is location. Location is again varchar. So this has to be within quotes. Is this a step clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the syntax how you can store data in a table. You have to write insert into, then the table name, then the values. And this values has to be in the same order, same sequence. Same sequence means here you have department first. So the first value should be the department one. Then the transaction year, then there should be the transaction year. You are not allowed to change the sequence or disturb the sequence. Okay. So now select it, click on the run button. Here you have this green color button. You could see, no, this is the run button. And the shortcut is Control Enter together. So I clicked on this. Now see one row is inserted. So SQL engine is telling me that Tanvir, we have inserted one row. Is this clear so far? Any question?
No, no question.
Okay. Now we have created a table, have inserted a record. Now suppose you want to check the data that, okay, Tanvir, you created the table, you saved the record. Can you show that record to us? So whenever you want to display the data or show the record, you have to write select. Select in the world of SQL means to display something. Okay. And then you have to write the column names, department, transaction year, quarter, revenue, location, from Flipkart. This is the syntax. So when you're writing select, then you see I have written all the column names, correct? Then you have to write from. It means you are telling to the SQL engine that from which table you want these columns. Because it is possible that these column department may be present in some other table. That is possible, right? So that is why you have to give the complete address that these columns you want from which table. So I have written from Flipkart. So now the SQL engine will understand that, oh, that Tanvir wants me to display the data which is stored in this column, which is present in the Flipkart table. So now I'm executing it. Is this the data which we have saved here? Are you getting this data in the output?
Yes.
So is this a step clear how to store data in a table?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Now here you can notice one thing here in department. When I was creating this D was in uppercase, right? Correct. But here this D is in lowercase. So one thing I want to make it clear, this table name, these column names like department, transaction year, quarter, revenue, location, anyone, you have full freedom. You write it in lowercase, uppercase, any case. See, now this department I will write full in uppercase. Everything is in uppercase, right? Now check the output. Are we getting the same output? Now say this Flipkart, I will write all in uppercase. check the data. Are we getting the same output?
Yes.
This is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, one more thing about SQL. So this entire code I have written in a single line. If you want, you can write it in multiple lines as well. Is the font visible clearly to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you can break this code in multiple lines as well. Now see, same code. I'm writing it in 2 lines. So this is also allowed. Are you getting the same output? So, in many other programming languages like Unix, Python, this is not allowed. If a code has written, it means if a code is supposed to be written in a single line, you have to write it in single line. But SQL doesn't have all this drama. SQL will give you this flexibility. Write it in 1 line, or suppose I will write now in 3 lines. Now check the output. Are you getting the same output? Yes. So SQL will give you this flexibility. Okay. Now, I want to insert next record. So just I will copy this, and then suppose this is 4,000, and this is for Delhi. So I will write Delhi here. So now you have Delhi as well. Now check the data. Now you have Bangalore as well as Delhi. Now you have 2 records. Is it making sense? Are you people able to understand?
So I have a doubt. Like, hello.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
after
tell me.
after entering the data for Delhi, where did you click on? Like,
I just selected this
uh-huh.
and then click on this green button.
So just after entering it, you just select the this department and everything, and automatically gets to.
No, no, no. Means 1 minute. Let me show you again. Just
Yeah.
suppose now I want to store for Chennai, and suppose this is 2000. I'll write it Chennai.
Mhm.
Okay, I've written this.
Yes.
Now you have to select it. Selected.
Yes. Yes.
Then you have to click on this green button. Can you see this green button
Okay.
here?
Okay. Got
You
it.
have to click on it.
Okay.
And the keyboard shortcut is Control Enter.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe I have pressed Control Enter, and
Yeah.
that's what you thought that I have not clicked anywhere, right? And you are
Yeah.
confused.
Maybe. Yeah. That was.
Correct, correct. So the shortcut is Control Enter. You see, I'm pressing Control Enter. Again, 1 row is inserted. Now, if you want to check the data, now you see you have Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai. Now you
Okay.
have
Got
3
it.
records. Clear?
Yes.
Similarly, let me add for Pune as well. And this time I will write everything in uppercase. Let's say this is for Pune. So now if you will check the data, we have data of all these 4 locations which we have inserted in this table. Now you might be thinking, okay, Tanveer, okay, here you have 4 records. So you have manually written the insert script and the data is executed. That is fine. But Tanveer, in real world, we have millions of transactions. So do you think we have to write a separate insert script for each and every transaction? No, that will take a lot of time. So for that, we have the concept of loader. So what all records you have, you keep that in an Excel sheet. You have to write a script you can do using Python as well. So you can just extract it from there and it can be loaded in the database. Okay. But this is also one of the techniques through which you can load data. So you should know means how do you have to manually insert as well. So any questions so far? Shall I proceed further?
All clear.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so far we have discussed how to create a table, how to store data in a table, how to check the structure of the table, This is the structure of this table. How to display data of a table, right? These are all things we have covered so far. Now, what is the task of select? To display whenever you
describe the
want to.
table.
Correct. No, select means to display. Whenever you
Display.
want to display data, you have to write select. What is the meaning of from? From means from which table you want data. Okay. Now, here I am displaying the data of department, transaction year, quarter, revenue, and location. Now, suppose my manager asked me that Tanvir, show me only department and revenue and location. Don't show me transaction year and quarter. Maybe manager is not interested in transaction year and quarter. So what you have to do, you just remove it from here. Remove transaction year, remove quarter. Now execute this script. You're getting department, you're getting revenue, you're getting location. So it means you have full freedom to customize it. Whatever you want, you show that only. It's not necessary you have to show all the columns. So whatever you want, you can show those columns on. Is this clear? Is it making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now suppose your client asked you, okay, just show me the transaction year and quarter. So you write here transaction year, and you write here quarter. This will show you only transaction year and quarter. Now you're getting only transaction year and quarter. So you have full freedom to customize it as per your needs. Now suppose they're asking you to display only location, only location. So you write select location. You're getting only location. So far clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Now here you can ask one question. Okay, Tanvir, okay, in this Flipkart table, you have 5 columns, right? And suppose my client is asking me to show the data of all the 5 columns. So then I have to write select and I have to write all the 5 column names, the same thing which I have done here, right? But suppose you're working in a table and that has, let's say, 50 columns. So don't you think that will be tedious task to write all the 50 columns after select? Right? It will consume some time. It will be tedious task. So in those cases, we have a shortcut, which is known as this is star or asterisk. It just has to write asterisk and then from Flipkart. So it means you are telling SQL engine that show me all the columns which is present in the Flipkart table. Now check the output. Are you getting the same output?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope it is clear.
So if we
Yes.
mention star, then it will display all the columns.
Yes. I hope it
Star
is clear.
column.
If I will write a star, it means I'm telling SQL engine, please display all the columns which is present in the Flipkart table. So you see, automatically it is displaying me all the columns.
Okay.
I hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Shall I proceed further?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, because you have confirmed me that this is clear, let me proceed further. Let me save this somewhere. Okay, I need a quick feedback. How is the pace? Am I going too slow or too fast, or is it fine?
Fine, sir. Fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Fine. Okay, ठीक है. 28th June. It's not demo class. ठीक है. This Excel sheet will also be shared, don't worry. Now, next scenario. Suppose my client is telling, okay, then we're showing all the, you have stored all the data, but then I want data of Bangalore location only. Okay, I'm interested in the data of Bangalore location. I don't want to see Delhi and all those things because in real time, if you imagine Flipkart or Amazon, they will be having data of multiple city and locations, right? So maybe if they are doing analysis, they can ask you this question that I want data of this particular location. So similarly, suppose here the client is telling me that I want data of Bangalore location. Okay. So it means we have to apply filter. We have to filter the data, correct? So whenever you have to filter the data, we have where keyword. Where keyword is used to filter the data. Can you tell me in your day-to-day life where you filter the data? Anyone? Come on.
Shopping on Amazon.
Shopping on Amazon, right? Suppose you want to buy a mobile. So you will apply the filter, no? RAM, suppose 6 GB or 8 GB, you apply a filter there. Then camera, megapixels, you will apply filter. Then external memory, you will apply filter. Brand, you will apply filter. Price range, you will apply filter, right? So similarly, in the world of SQL, if you want to apply filter, we have this where keyword. The moment you will write where, engine will understand that the user wants to apply filter. Okay. So in this case, my client asked me to show the data of Bangalore location only. So on which column we have to apply filter? Location column, right? So I will write here where location equals Bangalore. So it means I want to apply filter on the location column. The value which I want to apply filter is Bangalore. So now check the data. Are you getting only Bangalore data now?
Yes.
Okay. So I hope you understood how to apply filter.
Yes.
Clear hai?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Okay. Now we will try to understand. It is fine कि चलो fine we executed this query, we got this output. But yeah, the main question is how internally engine is executing, right? So now let's try to understand it. Now, when you write a query, select a start from Flipkart where location equals to Bangalore. So the way how you write a query and the way how the engine executes a query is different. Like I have written this query, I clicked on the run button and I got this output in fraction of a second. So there must be something going on in the back end, right? You went in a restaurant, you ordered suppose veg biryani, and in 5 minutes you have the veg biryani ready. So it means there must be someone in the kitchen who is cooking the food for you, right? Correct? So something is happening at the back end that it has applied the filter and we have the Bangalore. Suppose I'm executing this query. So I'm getting only location. So it means something is happening at the back end. So why the output of this query and this query is different? It means the engine is executing these two queries in a different manner. So that is what you have to understand now. Okay, how the engine is executing query and you're getting this output. Okay. And for that, you have to understand the SQL order of execution. So here you have from, then you have joins, where you prove by having aggregate. Don't worry, I will explain all those things, okay? This is known as SQL order of execution. SQL order of execution means this is how the SQL engine executes your query. Now, this is very important. From here, you have to understand. First of all, I have written from here. It means in your query, first of all, engine will execute the from keyword. So in this query, where is the from keyword? This one. So from this, the SQL engine will understand that the user wants data from Flipkart table. Now in a database, you can have hundreds and thousands of tables. It's possible. So your SQL engine will quickly search where is the Flipkart table. So this is the Flipkart table. It will copy it from the database and it will keep it in the temporary memory. Is this from part clear? So in the from part, what engine will do? It will search this Flipkart table. It will copy it and it will paste it in the temporary memory. Is this part clear or not?
Okay, clear.
It's clear now.
Is this clear? Okay. So from part is over. Then you have joins. Have I used joins in this query? No. So this will be skipped. Then you have on. Have I used on? No. This is also skipped. Then you have where. Have we used where in this query? Yes, we have here. What is the task of where?
Filter.
Task. Good. The task of where is to filter the data. So the engine will understand that, oh, I have to apply filter. Now on which column you have to apply filter?
Location.
Location. So engine will highlight this. Yacha, this is the column on which I have to apply filter.
Filter.
Now then, what value you want to filter? I want to filter Bangalore. So then engine will start searching this Bangalore starting from the first record. So you are searching for Bangalore. So do you have Bangalore here? Yes, this is an exact match. So this record will be selected by the SQL engine. Next record. Okay, you are searching for Bangalore. You found Bangalore here. So do you think engine will stop here or it will keep on searching? What do you think?
It will search entire
It
table
will search the entire.
for the column.
Good. It will search the entire table till the last record. Please don't think you are searching for Bangalore. You found Bangalore here and the engine will stop here. It will not search the entire other records. No. You're searching for Bangalore. You found it here, but still it has to search each and every record. Or the next record. You're searching for Bangalore. This is Delhi. Are they both same? No, they're different. So this record will be rejected. Then next record. You're searching for Bangalore. This is Chennai. Selected or rejected? Rejected. This will also be rejected. Now this is Pune. You're searching for Bangalore. This is Pune. Selected or rejected?
Rejected.
Rejected. So finally, this record is selected, right? So this is the task of your SQL engine in the case of where. So where is done, then you have select. Select is here. What is the task of select? To display the data. So in select, I have written a star. It means you have to display. What is the meaning of a star?
Select the entire columns.
All the columns, right?
Shortcut to right.
A shortcut to print all the columns. So here you have to copy all the columns and then the selected record. Got it? So that is why if you will check, you have this output when you executed this query, and we have the same output when we analyze the data. So this is how at the backend engine executes your query. So it will start first of all with from, then where, then select will be executed. But when you're writing query, you have to write first of all select, then from, then where. So this sequence you have to understand is very important. Is this point clear so far? Are you people able to understand or not?
Yeah,
Uh,
understand.
Someone is
have,
asking question. Yeah, please go
so
ahead.
equation will be the same, but if there is a different revenue by that time, what we can do, sir?
If we have different,
Same
sorry,
location, but different revenue. Location Bangalore, revenue
acha.
8,000.
Good question. Good question. Very good question. Let me insert that record. Good question. I'm inserting one more record. How much revenue? 8,000.
Yes, sir, 8,000.
Okay. Now this is 8,000. So now this is 8,000. So now in the Flipkart, 1 minute. Where is the Flipkart table there? 1 minute. Select star from Flipkart. So this is the data in your Flipkart. So now we have inserted one more record. So now this is the Flipkart table we have. Okay. Now here you could see we have inserted this new record. Okay. Now, if I will execute the same query, okay, first of all, let's execute the same query. What will be the output now?
There will be two outputs with the Bangalore location.
You all agree we will be getting two outputs because this is also Bangalore and this is also Bangalore, right?
Yes.
So now
Two outputs.
two outputs. Okay, great. Now see, let me execute it. We're getting both the records.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, suppose on top of it, suppose my client is telling me, कि तनवीर ठीक है, for Bangalore, I asked you the transaction of Bangalore location. You have shown me this Bangalore location transactions. Okay. Quarter one है ना, इसको quarter two कर देते हैं, then it will be more interesting. Okay. Just a minute. Give me 1 minute. I'm writing some code here. Please don't try to understand it. Ignore it. Okay. Otherwise you will get confused. Ignore this code, whatever I have written here. Forget about it. This is quarter two. I'm getting some background noise. I will request to please go on mute. So now this is your new Flipkart table. Okay. So I've written this as a quarter two. Fine. Now, suppose a client is asking me, then will show me all the transactions of Bangalore location only. I'm interested only in Bangalore location. So I will execute this query and, like we have this output, all the Bangalore location. This is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose the client is telling, okay, Tanvir, okay, this is fine. You're showing for Bangalore location. This is the revenue. This is fine. This is good. Now my client is asking, okay, Tanvir, show me the transactions of Bangalore location, but only, let's say, quarter two data I want to check. I'm not interested in quarter one. Is the question clear now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now, can you tell me how many conditions we have to satisfy? What is the condition number one?
Location, should
Location
be Bangalore.
Bangalore and quarter.
Location and then quarter.
Okay. Location should be Bangalore,
Bangalore.
and condition two is
Quarter.
quarter should be quarter two, right? This is the condition now. So my client is telling me, Tanvir, show me only those records which is satisfying both these conditions, correct? So whenever you have this type of situation that you have to fetch data which is satisfying this two conditions or three conditions or four conditions, any one. In those scenarios, what you have to do in the same query, you have to write and then write quarter should be quarter two. So now the meaning of this, we are telling SQL engine, I want only those records which is satisfying both the conditions. When you write and here, it means I want those records which is satisfying both the conditions. I will not execute this query. First of all, let's analyze it and then we will execute it. Okay. Now, tell me first of all, which keyword will be executed in this query?
Bangalore with 8,000 revenue.
1 minute.
From
I asked from. First of all, from will be executed, right?
right.
Okay. So now, like in mathematics, you have formula, no? So similarly, now in SQL, this is your formula. If you understand this, you understand SQL. So first of all, which keyword will be executed?
From
From. What is the task of from?
Find the
Flipkart.
location.
No, not location,
Filter the
boss.
data.
Flipkart.
Filter the data.
No. Table.
Oh yeah,
From
yeah. Selecting
from
table.
filter नहीं करेगा ना. Filter का तो काम where का है sir. From
Where
means
is it?
from which table you want data. This will give you
Flipkart.
address. So I want data from Flipkart, right? Here you might be thinking, okay, Tanvir, right now you created the Flipkart table. So the engine should have that intelligence. Okay, Tanvir has created the Flipkart table, so he needs data from the Flipkart table. Actually, in project, what happens? Many people are working in project, and at the same time, suppose many of them has created table. So engine will get confused, no, that from which table you want data. So that is why clearly you have to mention here from table name. So now you have from Flipkart. So it is clear to the SQL engine. Acha, Tanvir wants data from the Flipkart table. It will take a copy. It will keep it in the temporary memory. This part is clear.
Yes.
Okay. From task is done. Now next, which keyword after from?
Where?
Okay, where? Okay, how many reserved keywords you have in this query?
3, sir. From, where,
Three.
and.
And
Bangalore and quarter.
No. 1 minute. From is a reserved keyword. Where is a reserved keyword? Then select is also a reserved keyword.
Select.
Whatever I have written here, no, these all are reserved keywords because SQL knows the meaning of it. If you're writing select, SQL will understand, acha, I have to display something, right? They are the reserved keywords. So after from, which keyword you will pick? Where. What is the task of where?
Filter the
Clause.
data.
To filter the data, correct? Okay. On which column you want to filter?
Locations.
Location. Oh, 1 minute. Don't move to quarter. Let's go step by step. Then location equals Bangalore. So you have to apply filter on the location column. Now listen very carefully. I need a full concentration here. Now, this will not be visible to the SQL engine. Engine will ignore it. Engine will assume that we have only location column on which I have to apply filter. You are thinking that you have implemented one more condition, but engine will ignore it. I know you will be confused, Tanvir, then what is the benefit of writing it? Just listen to me for the next 2 minutes. Engine will consider only this condition, location equals Bangalore. Okay, and it will start applying filter on this location equals Bangalore, this one. So now this is Bangalore. It will search this Bangalore and this entire data one by one, row by row. This record will be selected or rejected. First one. Selected. This
rejected.
rejected. This one
Rejected.
rejected. This one
Rejected.
rejected. This one,
Selected.
selected. Is this clear so far to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
engine
Yes.
has applied filter on the condition number 1, and based on this, it has filtered out this record. Am I correct? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So after the layer 1 filter condition, these all records you have. And if you remember, same thing happens in your interview process. Suppose you applied for a company and they have 3 rounds. So what will happen? In round 1, all the candidates can appear, right? But in round 2, how many candidates will reach round 2? Those who
Filter.
have cleared the round 1, correct?
Yes.
Same thing happens now. यार इंटरव्यू में यही होता है ना. First
Yes.
you have to clear round 1, then you will appear for round 2. If someone has not cleared round 1, they will be rejected. Same way, these records has not cleared the round 1, so they are rejected. Now these records are ready for the round 2. Then engine will check, okay, what you have in round 2. Correct? Is this clear? Same thing happens now in your interview. First of all, they will give you questions for round 1 only. Once the round 1 is over, then they will show you the question of round 2. So that is what will happen here. Now the engine will see that there is an and condition, and then the second condition is quarter should be quarter 2. Then on this set of selected records, then now engine has to apply filter on which column?
Quarter.
Quarter. Which quarter? This selected one or the main table? Where you will apply filter?
Main table.
Main table. Okay. So you will apply filter on the main table, right? Correct?
Yes.
यार एक बात बताओ. एक बात बताओ.
I think
Which
second
will be the
table means
selected one?
selected
In
one.
one. That one.
You have 10 candidates for an interview process. Round 1, only 6 has cleared the round 1. How many candidates will appear for round 2? You will allow all these 10 candidates to appear for round 2 or only 6?
Six.
Only
6, nah.
Yes,
That
sir.
is what I'm telling. This second condition, quarter equals quarter 2. Will you implement this on this selected records which has cleared the round 1? या फिर से you will apply on this main table?
Second table.
Second, say filtered data. If you apply filter on this main table again, then what is the benefit of filtering based on the first round? Got it? So that's why now this second condition will be implemented on this filtered data who has cleared the round 1. यार पहले please confirm me, is this clear or not? Then I will proceed further.
It's clear.
Clear, sir. Clear.
Clear hai? Okay.
Answer.
Now quarter equals quarter 2. So in this quarter, what you are searching? Quarter 2. Now, sorry, okay. Is this quarter 2? This is quarter 1. Selected or rejected?
Rejected.
Rejected. Next record. Is this quarter 2?
Selected.
Select.
Selected. So finally, this record is selected.
Display.
So have you understood how this where is executed?
Yes.
Okay. Then which keyword you will execute? Where task is done, it has filtered this data. Then which keyword you will execute?
Select.
Select. What is the task of select? To display the
Select the
data.
table.
Nahi
Display.
yaar.
No, sorry.
Not
Display the
select.
data.
Display the data.
Display.
Okay. Now what is the meaning of a star?
Display.
Shortcut to select all these
All
columns.
the
Shortcut
columns.
to select all the
Yes.
columns. See, one thing I will repeat. Listen. Yeah, in this SQL course, okay, whoever did stitching, not only me, whoever is teaching SQL. In the SQL course, this is the main task, boss. You have to understand the meaning of each and every keyword. then you have to understand how this query is getting executed. If you're able to understand these two things, you learn SQL. Got it? So that is why focus on this keyword's meaning. If I'm telling what is the meaning of where, you have to tell filter the data. If I'm telling what is the meaning of from, the table from which we need data. What is the meaning of select? Display the data. This has to be crystal clear. Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the task of select is to display the data. I have written a star. What is the meaning of a star?
Select
Display all the
columns.
columns.
Display all
All
the
the
columns.
columns.
So engine will copy all the columns along with the selected records or the rejected records.
Selected.
Selected records. So this record finally selected, and this will be shown on the final output. If you want to check it, now see, I'm executing this query. Now check the data. Is this the same data?
Yes.
You got the same data? अरे भाई same data आया?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that is why you have to understand how your query is getting executed. Then you will feel it. कि अच्छा backend में this is happening. ऐसे चल रहा है query, right? Now, shall I proceed further if it is clear so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But don't think this and is over. This is a demo class, so that's why I'm just touching each and every topic. Now, next scenario. Suppose in this Flipkart table, let me add some other data. This is close, no? Let me add sports. Sports का data add करते हैं. Oh, one thing. It happens sometime like you are struggling in asking question in English. So you can ask question in Hindi, but I will reply in English only. The medium of communication will be purely English. Sometime occasionally I will be speaking in Hindi, but that will be converted, translated in English. Okay. So here let me mark it 5,000, 3,000, 9,000. Okay. Now we have this. Now, one more thing. Now see, this 3 insert script you can select and you can run once. So all these 3 will be inserted simultaneously. This is also allowed. Okay. Now this is the Flipkart table. We have this data. Now listen. New scenario I'm going to discuss. ये आपका Flipkart table है. Now, new scenario. Now my client is telling, hey, Tanvir, okay, you have the department close, you have sports. We can have many other departments, but I have taken close and sports only. Now my client is telling, Tanvir, show me the data of close department. Okay. Is the question clear?
Where department report.
Yes.
Okay. So which keyword is used to apply filter?
Where?
Where?
Where
On which column you have to apply filter now?
Department.
Department. What value you want to filter?
Close.
Clothes.
Close. ठीक है. I executed. Let me execute. This is the query. And this is your output. Now, over to you. Is this the correct output?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you sure, guys, this is the correct output?
Yes. Because
70.
filter is on clothes.
No, I think clothes.
Pune location is missing.
The capital clothes is missing.
Yeah, this one is missing. No.
yes.
ये वाला missing है ना? Where is this
Yes,
Pune
yes.
location close? Do you have that Pune location?
No.
No.
So your client will ask this question that Tanvir, where is the Pune location close department? I have told you to show me all the transactions of close. So you are showing for Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore. Where is Pune? Pune is missing, right? Now
Yes.
this is a concern. Why the Pune location is missing, correct? So client has raised this concern that Pune location transaction is missing. I will not accept this data. This is incorrect. Now the question is, let's check, let's do the analysis that why this was missed when we executed this query. So let's do the analysis now. Which keyword will be executed first here?
From
From
Flipkart. So engine will take a copy of the Flipkart. So this is your Flipkart table. So I have the copy here. Okay. Next, which keyword?
Where?
where?
Where? What is the task of where?
department.
Huh? I asked task.
Filter the
What is the
data.
task?
Filter the
Filter
data.
the data. On which column you want to filter?
Clothes.
Department.
Department.
कितने हड़बड़ी में हो यार? Department. You want to apply filter on the department column. What
Yes.
value you want to filter?
Clothes.
Close. See why I'm asking you to read this query. Many times in interview, the interviewer will give you a big complex query and he will ask you, chalo, now explain me this query. What is the meaning of this query? So that is why we should also be able to read the query. From query, you have to understand the requirement. Sometimes it happens. So in the department column, you have to apply filter. What value you want to filter?
Clothes.
Close. Okay. C capital L-O-T-H-E-S small. Now, I need a full concentration here and an analytics point of view. Is this close?
Yes.
Same as this close, selected or rejected?
Selected.
Selected.
Selected. Is this close same as this close, selected or rejected?
Selected.
Selected.
Is this close same as this close, selected or rejected?
Selected.
Selected.
What about this?
Rejected.
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 Why?
Case sensitive.
Different case.
Very good. The case is different. Suppose my Gmail account password is welcome@123. And if I will write welcome@123, will I get access?
No.
Kyun? Why?
Case sensitive because it's capital.
Case sensitive. We all know this, correct? So similarly, SQL is case sensitive with data. These all are data. SQL is not case sensitive with the column names. SQL is not case sensitive with the table name. SQL is not case sensitive with the reserved keywords. But as far as data is concerned, you have to be alert because SQL is case sensitive with data. And not only SQL, all the programming languages. You learn Python, Unix, Java, C, anyone. They all are case sensitive. So that's why this record will be rejected. This point is clear.
Yes.
Okay, next record. This one, selected or rejected?
Selected.
Someone told rejected. यार क्यों reject होगा?
Sports वाला बताया.
हाँ, ये sports वाला तो reject होगा sir. So this is rejected. Is this clear? So finally, this set of records we have selected. This is also selected. Okay. Then after where you will execute, engine will execute select a star. What is the meaning of select a star? Display all the columns. So you have all the columns here with this set of records which you have selected. Yeah, pure logical SQL. Pure logical. Now this is the selected record, so that is why you have this output. Got it? So now I will tell this to my client, okay, sir, this is the reason because department we have written close C in uppercase and this is all in uppercase. Data is case sensitive. That is why this Pune record is rejected and we are very sorry we cannot display. Is this clear?
Yes.
Is this clear? Now I have a scenario for you. You have to travel from Delhi to Bangalore. You are at airport. Your flight is at 3 p.m. IST, right? You reach the airport and that flight executives, they told you that the flight is cancelled. What will be your response? You will ask the reason why flight is cancelled. They will tell, okay, there is some technical reason flight is cancelled. So generally what we will tell? We will tell, I don't know all these excuses, that what the technical reasons or whatever it may be. I have to reach Bangalore. It's something critical for me. So, okay, so you make an arrangement for some other flight or some other thing, right? Correct, no? And that is fine. Why that is your headache? If there's a technical reason and that is in some, that maybe that is under control, so they have to do some arrangement. If there is some natural calamities or some other thing, that can be accepted. But in this case, you will tell to that flight executive that, no, I need, means please make an arrangement in some other flight. I have to travel to Bangalore today. It's urgent for me, right? Similarly, the client will tell you, Tanvir, I don't know all these excuses that the SQL has rejected because clause is in uppercase. That is your headache. I want this Pune location as well. Do whatever you want. You are a technical guy. I've hired you because you know SQL. So I want Pune as well in the output. Is the requirement of client clear now?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 And this is what happened in any project. Your client will tell you, I need this. You do whatever you want, whatever coding you want to implement it. So now the client is telling Tanvir, I need Pune yaar. You are telling it is case sensitive. That is your headache, boss. I'm not concerned with it. Okay. So for that, what I will do, I will write a separate query, and here I will write like this. So now do we have Pune? Okay. So first of all, you have to execute this query. You got all this. Then I will execute this query. And now we have Pune in the output. So now you got the output. Client will be happy. Is this clear? Clear
But
hai, or
it
do
is
you have
showing,
any concern?
but it is
Concern.
showing different table again.
Hmm.
Table.
Separate table for Pune specifically.
Okay.
So shall we select both the commands and then run the query?
Both commands means both the commands together.
Yes.
हाँ वो भी कर सकते हैं. Okay, ठीक है. There are multiple ways, but are you convinced with this solution? We have to write two queries.
No.
No, why?
Then can we just add on one?
Like if
Why?
there would be some other format,
Good,
so then
good. It
that
is
many times we have to
possible.
write.
Correct. It is possible. Suppose now we have a record where close is written all in lowercase, and suppose this is for Hyderabad. So it means now you will write a separate query and you will write like this. Do you think this is a correct, this is a feasible solution? No, right? How many times you will write query? That will become very hectic task, right? Is it clear so far to everyone?
Yes.
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 Or let me execute एक record डाल ही देते हैं 1 minute. Close में था ना? एक record डाल ही देते हैं मुंबई हैदराबाद का. Just 5,000. Write all close in lowercase. So now this is the new data. So how many times you will write uppercase, lowercase, is a close, right? And that will become very hectic, right? So for that, now I have a solution for you. What you have to do, you just write upper here. Now tell me, is this the correct output?
Yes, sir.
क्या ये correct output है?
Yes.
You have this close all uppercase. You have this close all lowercase. You have this close where only first character is in uppercase. You got all of this records, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now you might be thinking how this is getting executed, right? But first of all, please confirm, is the output clear and you all are convinced with this? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now client will be happy. Okay, we have the records of closed department from all the locations. Okay, this is fine. But the question is how this is getting executed. Let's try to understand. Now tell me quickly, we have only approx 5 minutes left. So which keyword will be executed first?
from
From, what is the task of from?
lookup.
The
Selecting
table from which you want data. So this will be kept in the temporary memory. Okay. After from which keyword?
Where
Where?
Where? What is the task of where?
filter the
Filter.
table.
filter
To
the
filter the data. On which column you want to filter data now?
Department.
No. No.
Department.
No. Upper department. यार यहाँ पर क्या लिखा हुआ है? Upper department. You have to now apply filter on the upper department column, not the department column. Just tell me what is written after where?
Okay, got it.
Upper department. It is not department. You have to apply filter on upper department. Now the question is, what is this upper department? The meaning of upper department is whatever you have in the department column, please convert it in uppercase. That is the meaning. So now each and everything of this will be converted in uppercase, and this will happen in the temporary memory at the back end. It will not be visible to you. So engine will quickly convert each and every value of this department column in uppercase. This is the meaning of upper department. Is this point clear?
Yes.
सबको समझ में आ गया यहाँ पर? Is this clear to everyone? What is the meaning of
Yes.
upper department? To
Upper means
convert
The
each and
depart
every data of this department column in uppercase. और ये कहाँ पर होगा? Where this will happen? Temporary memory.
Temporary.
Okay, and this will not be visible to us. Now, in this upper department, what you are searching?
clothes, values clothes.
Close values, all in uppercase. Now, these all have the same syntax like this. So they all will be selected. This will be rejected. This will also be selected. Got it? Sorry.
Yes.
Is this clear? Now, this record has been derived from this record. So literally this record are selected and this record is selected and these records are rejected. Is this point clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what we have done here, internally we converted all this department in uppercase and then we are checking it against this uppercase close value. So now the select will be executed. The task of select is to display all the columns. So now you have all these columns and the selected records. So finally, this is in the output. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, if it is clear, I have a question. I told here that this will be converted in uppercase. So all the department value you could see it has been converted in uppercase. But why in the output? This is not all in uppercase. This is all in lowercase. Why?
That was in
Why?
the temporary.
Very
So
good.
same like structure and output.
This happened in the temporary memory. Don't think we have changed the data of this table. No, this conversion will happen in the temporary memory. Please don't think this upper department will change in the parent table, this one. No, it will not touch this. This conversion will happen in the temporary memory here. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, if it is clear, I just have a last question, then we'll stop the session. What will be the output for this query?
Lower, I guess. Rather than upper, we are supposed to write lower.
I'm asking the meaning of this query.
Okay. Only the low. That clothes in upper letter gets changes to lower in a temporary, I guess.
Why
Actually,
lower? Nowhere I have written lower, so how it will be converted in lowercase?
It will be none.
It should not word because the value put
It is
here, it's not in uppercase, all the characters.
My question is, what will be the output for this query? What all records will get to the
it's
output?
a
table.
department column and also case sensitive values.
Hmm. So you mean I will get all this close, this one, and then this one?
And even the case sensitive as well.
Okay, let me
Mm,
execute it.
no,
No output.
And also we have
Confused?
location also we have to mention location.
क्यों location क्यों डालना है? Here I am not given location.
As we
We're not
indicate
talking about
department
location.
as
1 minute, hold on. I just told that when I executed this query, I'm getting all the output. I just converted this close, which was in all in uppercase, to this format where only C is in uppercase. When I executed this, why this is not giving any output? That's my question. Location का तो
Because
यहाँ
we
पे
have
कुछ है नहीं.
given the command to upper, so the particular header also we have to write in the case sensitive and like in a caps.
Header means which one?
If
DPT.
no, I'm saying if you will write the clothes in uppercase, then it will show the entire result. And if you will remove this upper, then it will show the result.
अरे नहीं यार भाई मेरा क्वेश्चन है आप रिमूव करने की बात ही क्यों कर रहे हैं मेरा तो क्वेश्चन है कि इसका आउटपुट क्या होगा आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग कि अगर रिमूव करेंगे तो क्या होगा माय क्वेश्चन इज फॉर दिस व्हाट विल बी द आउटपुट
Because we have mentioned upper department and
हाँ
now
जी
we are writing here in lower case, so that is the reason it is not getting the data.
लेट्स एनालाइज इट again here from Flipkart. So first of all, from will be executed. So this is your from table, correct? Okay. After from which keyword?
Where?
Where.
Where?
ठीक है आपका from हो गया फिर where है. Where is used to apply filter, right? On which column? Upper
Department
department.
column.
नहीं
Upper
फिर से mistake.
department.
Upper department. Upper department में filter लगाना है. You have to apply filter on upper department. What is the task of upper department?
To change all the alphabets and caps.
Very good. To convert it in uppercase. ठीक है? So this department and where this will happen in the main table or the temporary memory?
Temporary memory.
Temporary. ये सब temporary में होगा. ठीक है? It is converted in uppercase. ठीक है. इसके बाद what next? What you are searching here?
Clothes.
Close. You are searching this close which has C in uppercase, all other letters in lowercase. Now tell me, is this close same as this close?
No.
No.
No. Selected or rejected?
Rejected.
अब समझ में आया? This one?
No.
Rejected. So all this will be rejected. So that is why you don't have any record in output. So this is actually a contradictory statement. You are converting this department all in uppercase, then why you are searching the data which has lowercase as well? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if I will execute this query, let's say this query. Now what will be the output?
No, no, it will not get.
No record.
No.
So the concept is if you're using upper here, this has to be all in uppercase. Then you will get the output. Okay. Fine, then I will stop here. And if you have any question, our next class will be on Monday. And those who are interested to continue, you can connect with me. I think we have given the number here. Where is that? Number is not written here. Fine, okay. Number is not written, okay, fine. So I think you all are in the SQL group, no?
Yeah,
Right?
it's in the group.
Yes.
So you can connect with me, otherwise this is my number. You can WhatsApp me on this number, or you can connect with me, those who wants to continue. Okay, and next class will be on Monday. And those who have made the payment, we have added you in the target group. And now if you have any question, you can ask. Those who wants to drop, you can drop now. Those who have a question, you can ask. Any question?
No, no.
Will we be using Python as well with SQL or something?
No Python. Python, we have a separate batch. This is only for SQL.
Okay, sure.
What about Power BI?
Power BI is separate batch. It will start next week, Wednesday, Monday to Friday, morning 7 to 8. Duration is 1 month. Course fees is
Is
3,000.
there any other timings apart from 7 to 9 or same timing?
SQL या SQL या Power BI?
SQL.
SQL का तो अभी weekday batches Monday to Friday 7 to 9. Weekend batches Saturday Sunday evening 9 to 10:30. That will start by end of July. Current batch is going on actually.
Acha, acha.
Okay. Power BI we have only one batch as of now. It's weekday Monday to Friday morning 7 to 8.
So now first I need to finish off this SQL, then join Power BI.
Those who are planning for data analyst course. So we have 4 modules in it: SQL, Python, Power BI, Advanced Excel. In that, first of all, you have to go for SQL, then Python, then Power BI, then Advanced Excel. And this will take approx 5 to 6 months.
To get data analyst.
Yeah. And then we will give you one end-to-end data analyst project, live project. We will show you how to extract data and all the other things.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question?
No, sir.
Okay, fine, perfect. Thanks a lot for joining the session. Hope you have enjoyed it. You have learned something. So take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir.